Greetings from Snake Mountain Boatworks on Wednesday, October 14, 2020. Yes, Snake Mountain Boatworks is back after a hiatus lasting a bit over 3 weeks due to a COVID scare that turned out to be baseless, but we had to take the right steps. So we kind of limped along, one person at a time in the shop, and sanitizing the shop after that person leaves, and then the next person would come in and work for a while. But we're back, and the videos will resume. Sorry for silence. There really wasn't much to talk about, but this is something to talk about. Just arrived is this very interesting 1940 19-foot Chris-Craft Barrelback runabout. She has been, as you see her here, for 3 decades. Fortunately, she was in dry storage, sitting on this trailer, and the hull appears to be in fine shape. The only problem was, as you might guess, she arrived very, very dry. I put a moisture meter on her at various places on the hull once we got her in here into the showroom, and the moisture content averaged about 6%. Most of it somewhere between 4 and 5, and a bit of it, especially up on the decks, it was approaching 7%. So our first challenge was dealing with particularly topside and transom seams that were better described as ditches than as seams. So Don Danenberg suggests in this situation that you drag in a garden hose, soak the boat down, and then cover it with those inexpensive plastic filmy drop cloths. Now, I didn't really want a whole lot of water in our showroom, so given the fact that this room is fairly confined, we decided to experiment by firing up 3 of the humidifiers we run all winter and running them full out 24/7. We're now 4 days into that process, and as you can see, the seams have really tightened up. In fact, they're to the point where they're very, very acceptable. Right now, what we have here at the shop is this empty hull, but her owner will be bringing her original engine, and I failed to ask him what model it is. He'll be bringing all of the hardware, which has already been transformed into show chrome, and our challenge is to bring this raw hull back to prime show-ready condition. We'll begin on the bottom. We inspected the bilge. The inner skin on the bilge is plywood, so I'm guessing, and we'll know more once we strip this aqua bottom paint off the boat, because this model always had copper bronze, hard racing bottom paint. What we've noticed in the bottom, just climbing beneath it, is that those planks have really, really opened up over time. They've shrunk, and we're facing some pretty substantial gaps. So we will flip the boat over as her first step in this preservation process and work on the bottom I can't really predict exactly what lies before us, but we'll do so as soon as we have her upside down. We will keep her here in the showroom for the time being. She won't be in the shop for about a month, but until then, she'll be in here. We'll keep these humidifiers running. When we first fired them up, the humidity in this room was 53%. When we walked in this morning, it was 83%. So it's damp in here, we know that, but we've got to get this hull and the wood in it up to a moisture content and keep that is workable. And right now, when I tested it this morning, she averaged about 23%. So we've made huge gains, huge strides. We just have to keep it there now so she doesn't shrink back as we work on her. So that's our arrival story on the 1940 19-foot Chris-Craft Barrelback runabout. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boatworks.